I'm back in Malta, having spent a few months in England, and I've arrived after a day of travelling, and I've come across something so stupid, so astounding, I have to share it with you. Last year I bought a load of pictures in Germany. I didn't want to buy anything in Germany, but there were some pictures in Germany I had to buy. I bought these pictures in Germany at a sale room, and I used the web to buy the pictures. I bought the pictures, I have the bill, I paid the bill. I grovelled to get them to take the VAT off the commission. They grumbled like hell. They did remove the VAT off the commission as if it was the first time they'd ever done it, but I don't know what their problem was. They did remove the VAT from the commission. And for Malta, I paid for these pictures, had them sent to Malta. They had 3 shippers they wanted me to use, and each of the shippers they used were crap. And I didn't like any of the shippers they recommended. They were indifferent and slow and expensive, and to use a slightly disrespectful word, they were shitty. All of them didn't even want to deliver it to the door. They wanted me to go to the airport to collect it. I said to them, "You've got to be kidding me. This is 2024. So I got my own shipper to go, Hiskia, Hizkia, and Hiskia collected. They put it in a wooden box. They brought it to the door, and it was half the price of their own shippers. So I wrote to the auction house. I said, I spent a lot of money. Why are you trying to get me to use your shippers, which are crap? Of course, I didn't get a reply, but I did tell them who I used. Okay, the story's not about that. The story's about what happened afterwards. I got the pictures, everything was fine. But because I'd spent such a lot of money, made such a fuss, they decided they wanted me to buy again off them. And rather than sending me a link to their auction or a link to a sale room platform, and there's hundreds of sale room platforms, they decided to send me the catalogue to the next sale. And I have seen through my own career catalogues, and I have seen through my father's career catalogues. I've never seen a catalogue like this in my life. I sent this thing here. They paid to have it sent to Malta from Germany. Imagine how much it cost. That's not the catalogue, that's part of the catalogue. That's part of the catalogue as well. Musical instruments. This is part of the catalogue. Paintings. This is part of the same catalogue. Pottery. Glass. This is part of the same catalogue. This stuff here cost them £60, 100 euros, whatever it was, to send to Malta. And they are part of the one catalogue of one sale over 5 days. Okay, I haven't looked at them because by the time I got to Malta, the sale had finished. So this is dated 11th of September. So I'm going to have a quick look at them because I'm going to throw them away. Okay, jewellery. I don't know anything about jewellery at all. My father was a dealer. He didn't sell jewellery because he felt it was a security risk. And my father owned several shops in one high street in Warwick. And one of the shops he owned, he rented out to a jeweller. And to support what his feeling was, this jeweller was raided. In 20 years, he was probably raided 3 times. 2 of the times he was tied up and walloped. The other time, I can't recall, something else happened the 3rd time. In the end, the jeweller had to have a vestibule made in the shop. So someone would come in, they would buzz the front door, they would go into a cavity, a vestibule, they would shut the outer door, they would go into the inner door, be buzzed through. So it was really quite sad. And the glass on the shop was bulletproof glass. So I don't know anything about jewellery at all, so I can get rid of that one. Next one. This says Kunst handwork. I don't know what that means. It's pottery, I suppose. We know that much pottery is not only pottery. Much pottery is, I'm thinking of Meissen. It's made in casts, and people think all this stuff is made by someone throwing pottery. This stuff is made in a plaster cast, and it somewhat spoils the appeal. So in here you've got some German stuff, and I think there will be some Gallet type stuff. Again, I'm not a big glass person, though I like it immensely. And if I was German and I was buying glass, I would want German glass. There's nothing wrong with any of that stuff in there. To be fair to them, it's fantastic stuff, all of it. It's not in fashion, all of it, but it is wonderful stuff, to be fair. And they've got some silver claret jugs. And there are people who use this stuff still. There are actually people who will use, I know some people who, if you go to dinner, they will actually use a claret jug. And it sounds really silly, but if you go to a dinner party and you take the time and someone's got a good bottle of claret, claret is Bordeaux, and they put it in a claret jug, it tastes better. Okay, so there's a lot in there. I'm being dismissive, but I haven't got time. I'll throw it away. Next one, musical instruments. Terms and conditions, bidding increments, all the rest of it. I don't know anything about musical instruments at all, other than the pale bits of violins are made of maple, and some of the strings are worth more than the actual instruments themselves, and some of the boxes are worth more than instruments themselves. That's a very specialist catalogue. And the production costs of this catalogue are astounding. Okay, I'm going to throw it away because I don't need it. Next one, sculpture, same sale. Sculpture in Gemälde Alter Meister, Old Master sculptures, I'm guessing. Okay, we'll have a very quick look. Okay, engravings, I like engravings, they're very good value. Ancient is also inexpensive. 160, 250, 120, 150, 120, 950, 1000, 390, 180. These are, this is 1565, this is 1759, this is 1488. These are engravings, they're cheap. Bibles, sanguines. Problem with sanguines is you can have Old Master sanguines and you can have copies of Old Master sanguines. Then we go through to religious paintings. That looks like a Cusco 3698. 3698, I'm not right. They think it's not a Cusco. Many of those are from South America. They don't think that one is. It's probably obviously going to be right. Jesus is many fantastic pictures. Most of them will be Victorian, but again, the quality of this catalogue is just breathtaking. I think I'll have to keep them. Actually, they're so good. I think I'll actually have to keep them all as a reference. I mean, they're beautiful pictures. So this one is pictures. And hundreds and hundreds of fantastic items. for sale in Germany, most of which are German, but many are Dutch, some are not, some are from further afield. 1,500. 4 paintings, €10,000. From 1,500, I think they're inexpensive. With beautiful frames, like you don't get to see anymore. Sebastian, Archangel something, Michael, I don't know those two. St. Christopher they're saying, Hieronymus is saying, okay. So if you have a lot of money to spend, there's such a lot of stuff to get. 28,000 asking, you will have gone for more than 28,000. 1,400. Bartolomeo di Tommaso. I bet you that went for double. I bet you that went for 60,000. Triptychs, sculptures, bronzes, death masks. Absolutely fantastic. There's so much stuff. To be fair to them, to be fair to the auction house, there's so much stuff. Wonderful curated stuff. Nothing in here will be incorrectly catalogued. They're not allowed to. If you buy something in here which is not described correctly, this auction house has had it. All these Corpus Christi, fantastic. Carved wood. I've obviously got to go back and have another look at this because there's so much to look at. Okay, next one. 19th, I don't know, 19th century pictures, I don't know what it says. Good horse. It is, I'm astounded that they've sent me this catalogue, set of catalogues. All of the pictures are lovely, all of them. The person with the least taste in the world could go into the sale room and buy at random and come out with some fantastic stuff. It's that easy. There's page after page of fabulous things. Okay, so what I'm trying to show you is that if you start spending money in sale rooms, you will suddenly notice you get a different level of attention from the sale room owners. Okay, thank you.